Mack Hansen's missing from the game this weekend. Andy said yesterday that he's not injured. Could you maybe just explain why he isn't involved?
Good question, really. It's a long tournament, first and foremost, and it's making sure that we look after everybody. But in the same breath, there's some good competition in that area too. It's nothing that Mack's done wrong. It's not that he's performed badly at all. I think he's done exceptionally well in these pre-season games. So, like we say, it's a long competition, and we need to keep people fresh too.
A question for both players, if I may. Lads, both of you were at the last World Cup where humidity and the heat played a huge factor in that defeat to Japan. Are you happy that this time around you've got the prep right?
Yeah, I think so. We've had some good sort of heat exposure throughout the summer. In terms of we had a training camp over in Portugal, which was great for us. It was a huge block of physical work done over there, and then we were over in Biarritz and trained hard there too. So I'd like to think that we've gotten maybe more used to the heat, but you can't hide from it. We've talked about it a little bit this week. It's kickoffs at 3:30, and it's probably going to be the hottest part of the day. But for us, it just can't be an excuse. We've got to be able to manage the heat, and that's definitely the expectation from the coaches as well.
So at the back and then to here. Yep.
To both players, you were involved last World Cup. Johnny talked yesterday about the atmosphere feeling more like a football tournament. Bundee, you can go first here. I know you don't want to. How much are you looking forward to the atmosphere, and is it different? Come on, Bundee.
That's going to be good. Obviously, we've seen a lot of Irish fans and supporters around town. So, look, it's going to be, I think, we're expecting a big crowd from Ireland. So, looking forward to it and enjoying it. So, yeah.
So, Mike, just going back to Mack. Andy said yesterday he referred back to Biarritz and suggested that some of the players maybe didn't conduct themselves as was expected of them off the field. He's one of three sort of main players missing tomorrow. Josh van der Vleer's on the bench, Dan Sheehan's injured, Mack Hansen's not involved at all. Is it a disciplinary issue with Mack?
He was
not at all. No,
he was useless. That's what I was
kidding. No,
definitely not.
No.
Thank you.
Hi lads. Bundee, just when you think back to the last World Cup, I know a little bit of a tough one to take. You got a red card and you missed the quarter-final against New Zealand. I'm sure that was a tough one at the time. When you think back, what are the memories that come to mind?
I forgot about that, so not thinking about it again.
Yeah. You obviously want to put things right then coming into this World Cup?
No, not really. Just play the best I can. Do the best I can for the squad, and that's all I can do really, and don't think about what happened in the past. All I can do is think about what's happening tomorrow and put my best foot forward. Yeah,
and embrace it. And do you have family and friends coming over?
I do. I got my family coming over, landing over today, so can't wait to see them and greet them today.
Here in the front.
James, obviously a big day for Joe McCarthy tomorrow. What will it be like to play alongside him, and what's his point of difference, do you feel?
Yeah, looking forward to it. He's had a great summer, I think. So excited to pack down with him. He's a number of strengths. I think he's very strong on the set piece, good scrummager, and very good mauler. Both in terms of attacking line-out drives, but also defensively, he can be pretty destructive as well. So I think definitely set piece is probably a point of difference for him. But he's got a good engine, and he's well able for the work rate stuff and everything that is required around the park as well. But yeah, I think he's been brilliant all summer. So yeah, looking forward to playing with him tomorrow.
Go here and then next at the back.
James, just to follow up on what Andy was saying yesterday, and again following up from telling players not to be distracted by things outside of the rugby, saying it was only about the rugby. He said the team has been getting down to business since the moment you stepped off the train, and that there were no second chances. Is that the message around the squad this weekend, that it's about seizing the moment of a World Cup?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've had 3 big sessions last Saturday and Wednesday and Thursday this week, and before every session we spoke about really starting to open now. We're in France. This is what we've talked about now for quite a while. So it's making sure that we we take a step forward this week. I think definitely the pressure and the expectation that the group, coaches and players alike, have put on the shoulder this week is that we put in a performance that we can take huge confidence from. So I think we're in a good place heading tomorrow. I thought we trained really well this week. We trained hard as well. So just making sure we recover today now and get excited for a huge day.
Hi Mike. What were your thoughts on Danny Cipriani's book Extract, and has it been a distraction for you at all this week?
Not at all, no.
What did you make, and any thoughts on it?
No.
Fair enough.
Hi, James.
Sorry.
Yeah, James. Hi, James. I'm here.
Yeah.
Have you? You look like you've bulked up a bit since the end of last season. Is that just my imagination, or have you actually added a few pounds?
No,
of muscle, I meant.
Yeah, I've added a few kilos, right? Yeah. Throughout the summer, so there's always trying to get the balance right between the right weight versus if you feel maybe it kind of compromises your ability to kind of get around the park and stuff. But I felt pretty good throughout the summer in the games that I played at the weight I'm at. So yeah, hopefully it's good weight. Anyway, if I hang around with Bundee Aki for too long, it can be a bit of body fat, all right. But yeah, so yeah, I've added a bit and I'm feeling good.
Hey James, in the warm-up games Ireland probably didn't have a full 80 minutes. Is the team ready to hit the ground running, or is it about easing yourselves in as you hope to be here for 2 months? And what is the statement tomorrow?
It's definitely not about easing ourselves in. I think if we're going to take this competition seriously, I don't think you can ease yourself into any game. We've got to go in with the right mentality. So it's as I said earlier on, tomorrow's about playing with real intent and putting in the performance that we know we're capable of. And as you alluded to, we were a bit off a little bit in a couple of the pre-season games, and we didn't kind of hit that 80-minute performance that we were looking for. So tomorrow for us is about winning every moment, or winning as many moments as we can. Because we don't want to drift or lose 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So definitely striving for the full 80-minute performance tomorrow that we can be proud of, and hopefully give the Irish people here tomorrow something to cheer about.
Mike, a lot has been made about the team needing to evolve and move up another level. How confident are you as a coaching staff that is the case going into this World Cup?
I think it's run its course really in terms of pre-season games and everything like that. It's always a test match when we pull on that Irish shirt, but ultimately we haven't been accurate enough. So from a coaching point of view, we've really driven the accuracy part going into this game, going into the next 4 or 5 weeks, because it's crucial that we get that right. So the boys have trained exceptionally well, but like it's been alluded to in our pre-season games, you know, we haven't been accurate enough. So that's what we need to drive harder at tomorrow.
So time for a couple more questions.
Yeah, hi Mike. Just to follow up on that, how much does having Johnny back in the number 10 jersey add to that expectation of better accuracy and more fluency, perhaps?
Yeah, listen, Johnny's massively experienced. It's his 4th World Cup. But remember, Johnny's been training with us every single day for the past 8-10 weeks as well. So, you know, Ross and Jack are up there in terms of that. You know, Johnny demands pure accuracy and stuff, but in the same breath, it's just making sure that everybody's nice and calm and able to deliver at the key moments. So, you know, he's a massive figure in any team, like any captain is, and what he brings to the team. So it'll be nice to see Johnny back on the pitch. It's been quite a while. So you know, I think if he concentrates on his game, he will pull guys with him.
Just waiting for the translation. Okay, thank you.
Hi, James. How aware are you guys of, you know, the need of discipline, given how much of a concentration there was on it in the warm-up matches, not just Ireland's, but, you know, across the warm-up series, and the way it was refereed and the new discipline, you know, with the bunker system and stuff like that? Your discipline has been a hallmark of the team, I suppose, over recent seasons. Are you confident that it'll withstand whatever interpretations are coming your way in the next few weeks?
Yeah, I hope so. It's definitely something that we talk about every week. You know, we pride ourselves on being a disciplined team, and I think a big part of that is the way we train and the habits that we try to build. But in terms of, you know, obviously, yeah, it's a very fine line now with a lot of the decisions around the tackle area, in terms of, you know, if you get it a little bit wrong or just not quite right, you know, the result can be a pretty lengthy ban. So that's definitely something that's been highlighted by the coaches, by Simon probably in particularly. And we would do a lot of tackle tech every week, you know, to try to mitigate that risk as much as we can. Because, yeah, I mean, obviously it can be hugely costly for a team if you lose a couple of big players, you know.